right, well, some other big stories we are following here in Atlanta today. Right now, we know that an Atlanta officer is in the hospital and a suspect is dead.
That's right. We've learned that the warrant being served was for the murder of Courtney Reese. That is the mother of four that we've talked to you about that was gunned down last week in Atlanta, not too far from Cleveland Avenue. Big breaking news for you today. We do have our crews spread out in Henry County and Atlanta, bringing you every single angle of this story.
That's right. Our Molly Oak is live tonight where this all happened. But first, let's start with 11 Alive's Joe Ripley, who is outside Grady Hospital, where we know that officer is right now. Joe, what's the latest? How is the officer doing?
Yeah, so we understand the officer is doing fine. He is getting treatment at Grady Hospital, flown in by a Henry County Sheriff's Office helicopter. But the good news, according to the Atlanta Police Chief Darin Schierbaum, this officer is expected to be okay. Of course, he was shot in the arm after trying to help out executing a search warrant down in Stockbridge, Henry County. Chief Schierbaum says, again, that officer should be okay after being shot. We understand this officer is an 18-year investigator assigned to the Southeastern Fugitive Task Force. That's led by U.S. Marshals. That task force executed this search warrant on Derrick Rankins, a man accused of shooting Courtney Reese nearly a dozen times, killing the mother of four. She was just 32 years old. She had lost a sister just months before this. U.S. Marshal Thomas Brown tonight says there was an exchange of gunfire during the search warrant and Rankins died.
This was one of those individuals that we wanted to get off of the street. We were able to do that successfully. We are so glad, and we are continuing to pray for the Atlanta officer that was wounded in this.
Of course, this follows a devastating week and a half or so of law enforcement being involved in these sort of confrontations. Two of them, one in Paulding County, one in Carroll County, unfortunately losing their life. The GBI is still investigating how this search warrant unfolded. We're live in Atlanta. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Joe, thank you so much for bringing us that update from the hospital. Now we want to turn our coverage to Molly Oak, who is down in Henry County. So, Molly, we know that you're just north of the city of Stockbridge. We know that officers from several law enforcement agencies out there tonight. What is the scene where you are right now?
Well, Faith, that focus all day has been on the house right down the street from me. I want you to take a look at this video that we got earlier from all different areas of the scene, because law enforcement had this neighborhood pretty much locked down. Again, this is the scene off Linden Lake in Swan Lake subdivision in Henry County. A member of the U.S. Marshals Southeast Regional Fugitive Task Force says they were serving a murder warrant out of Atlanta when an Atlanta police officer working with their team was shot and hospitalized. APD tells us that warrant was being served this morning. And we know multiple agencies responded to this shooting. From our initial vantage point, we saw Henry County Police, Henry County Sheriff, the GBI, Clayton County Sheriff, Fulton County Sheriff, and the Georgia State Patrol all on scene.
And then more and more cars kept coming, and I finally found where everything was, and then I got stuck. And come to find out, my wife was looking it up online, trying to find out what was going on. Next thing we found out, it was serving a murder warrant, and the marshal got shot, and luckily he's going to come to find out he's going to be okay. But
now, while law enforcement has definitely dwindled out here, there is still a heavy presence around that house. We'll keep you updated here on the scene as we continue to learn more. Reporting live in Henry County, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.